everybody, Tanisha here, coming to you guys with a homeschool collaboration. I am so excited to be participating in these. I don't ever really get a chance to, so I'm excited to jump right in. This was brought to you by the lovely ladies, as you can see across the screen, and I don't ever want to mispronounce anybody's names, but Encouraging Mamas is the homeschool channel, and Crumb Fun, and you will see links to the channels below. So this is the top 5 homeschool accessories, or top 5 things that you that I favor, my favorites for homeschool. This one was kind of difficult to me. I've watched the videos that were in the playlist. Everybody pretty much said all the good stuff, you know, the Bible, the prayer, stuff like that. So I asked my oldest, and I said, give me 3. So he gave me 3, and I'll just shoot 2. So let's get started. The first one, he said that we need to have the top 5 things. He said you need art supplies, good art supplies. And I definitely agree with that. You can do so much with Play-Doh. This is a set that I caught on clearance. As you all know, Toys R Us, rest in peace, okay? Moment of silence. Alright, moving on. Toys R Us is gone, y'all. We are bereaved. All of us are sad. And so I got this for like $1. And I was able to get so much Play-Doh from Toys R Us because it lasts forever. You know, don't open it obviously, but you can keep these stacked up and use them. You can do so much with Play-Doh. I know some people don't know this, but Play-Doh, it is a molding clay, so you can leave it out, let it dry. Your older children can use it. You can make your own Play-Doh with flour at the house. I do that all the time. So art supplies like that. Paint is so cheap and easy to find anywhere. When I started homeschooling Bear when he was 3, we were doing preschool at the house, and I would go to the Dollar Tree and just get those little $1 paint kits that came with acrylic paint, and you pop the lids on it. $1, it came with a brush, and we could just use that for a couple of weeks at a time and just have a blast. And so that was back when me and my husband didn't have a lot of money. That was back when we didn't have a lot of space. We lived in a tiny house and everything, and those are some of the most fondest homeschool memories that I have. So you definitely need good art supplies, crayons. I mean, all this stuff is so cheap. You don't have to spend a lot of money, and your children will have a blast. No matter what age, your children will have a blast. The second thing that he said that you need is a good teacher. And I thought that was really funny for him to say. Not, you know, not silly funny, but just, I was like, wow, that's true. You need a willing spirit is how I will word that. You need to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to do this. A lot of times people have the idea that they want to homeschool, but then they're like, you know, and so they get into it and they're a week in and they're done. Or they've come into it with the mindset already that they've been saying for years, I could never. So you really need a willing spirit and a made up mind to say, I'm going to do this. Homeschooling is not easy. You have to understand it's still school, so you need your mind to be made up in order to do it. The third thing that he said is that you need God, which I thought that was a really good accessory. God is the best, the ultimate accessory, okay? He's better than the Avengers and all kinds of superheroes out there. He is the most super awesome. He's just God. You need God to supply your needs. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted something and literally somebody has walked up to me days later and given it to me. One time I was praying for an easel, and I was like, we can't afford it, but I want one. And we drove down the street. We were headed to church. I had just said amen. Headed to church. Somebody set one outside. Almost knew. I was like, you know, so little things like that, God will supply your needs. You definitely need the Lord. So that's the third thing that you need. And those were the 3 from him. The fourth one I will say is you need a grand support group. You need support to help build that confidence, because people around you that are naysayers, of course, I always say let your fruit speak for yourself, but having people who get it, you need that. So if you're starting out and you don't have anybody nearby that at least you think, because you always think that initially you feel like you're by yourself, there are groups on social media. There are women on YouTube and Instagram and things like that, homeschool families that are living on boats, homeschooling. They are traveling the world, not having an actual home, living in RVs. They're homeschooling. There are so many different ways to do this, and you can find encouragement from there and talk to them via social media, and they can be part of your support group. So whether they're near to you and you're talking to them at the library once a week, or they're far from you, you've never even met them, you just only comment or like their pictures or retweet their tweets or whatever, listen to their podcasts, that's another thing that you need is support. As long as you're receiving good support, uplifting encouragement, that's awesome. You need. And so the fifth thing that I will say that you need for your perfect homeschool is you need the best accessories. Which are obvious accessories. You need a good pencil sharpener and a good printer. So I mean, this pencil sharpener I just got. I'm about to record a haul video, but it is ultimately awesome. I like it because it's a plug-in pencil sharpener, and this hole right here, which I'm not going to stick my finger in because I'm smart. This hole right here can be used for any kind of pencil, triangle, diagonal, the big pencils, the big Ticonderogas I have my preschooler and my kindergartner using. So you need a nice, good pencil sharpener, and you need a good printer. I don't know if you could see it over here. We just upgraded our printer, and we are so grateful unto the Lord for what he has done. So I don't know, hopefully you can see that, but we just upgraded our printer, and it is so awesome and fantastic. You need a printer because you're going to need to be able to print papers. If you don't have one at your house, don't worry. You have a local library. You should be able to print there. A lot of libraries even offer email printing, where you can email the documents to the printer, and the printer will print. So that's it, guys. You need good art supplies. You need the Lord. You need a great teacher, which I'm saying a willing spirit and confidence. You need a good support group. And last but not least, you need good office equipment, a printer and a pencil sharpener, and those will take you a long way. That's it. Be sure to check out the other videos in the playlist, guys, and let those ladies know that Married to KDK sent you. Don't forget, you can see everything that we're doing on our homeschool journey at Team Kemp Academy on Instagram, and my planner Instagram is Married to KDK. You can also check out the blog post Married to KDK on WordPress and see what I'm blogging about and I'm chatting about. All right, I will see you guys in the next video.